Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly.
Alright, almost ready.
I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer.
Everybody, say hi in chat. I'm going to get started in a sec.
Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer.
Headphones.
Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next.
Problem with my headphones.
Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly. I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next. Thanks for tuning in. Your program will begin shortly.
Alright, anything else I forgot?
I implore you, please, just wait a bit longer. Thanks for tuning in. Workbench is up next.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning.
You know, I should probably try and do fades. Why not? Alright, this guy always falls asleep. Let's get some my headphones. I have to wear wired headphones today. My wireless one's battery died. Alright, let's see how this works. Cool. Alright, so a little schedule today. Let's see. So we're gonna do VSCode extension. This is all my time, which is Central Time. Let's see, at 2 p.m. I was gonna work on QTalk. Try and get some testing in there. I'm basically a tester. If we get all that done, I'll work on some music stuff. Basically metal, playing with drums, new drums. Let's see. I don't know what to draw. I'll draw a little computer. Old desktop. Yeah, a little keyboard. Josh, not streaming from Unraid yet. I guess what I need to set up a project page for that. But I think the next action is actually getting a proper USB controller. For my audio interface. So there's a lot of stuff I can't do with the audio. Actually, you know, I guess I could try and set up streaming. Yeah, so the main goal last week, which we didn't really get to, was switching over to it so I could like move stuff over, but there's still a couple of things to figure out. One of them is the audio interface, but in the meantime I could do streaming on it, but I'd have to figure out how I want to do that. So I haven't set it up yet. I'm sure that I'll get to it. All right. So the point of this extension, actually, some people might know that I've been complaining about front-end stuff, and there are kind of the two options is either do it in JavaScript with React, and even though I know there's other frameworks, but React is in general kind of the what I would do if I was doing it in JavaScript, or so I thought. And then the other alternative that doesn't have the same like build pipeline and tooling nightmare is Go, but Go requires re-implementing. I mean, it's already there. We had the let's see, was it in prototypes or was it in yeah, I mean, this worked out pretty well. Let's see, but I ended up at some point stopping and going back and doing a React front end, which I got a lot further. I don't have it open now. The main idea though is very similar, but you know, it's basically tabs and a hierarchy on the left is really the main thing. There's also the inspector, which is maybe the most complicated part besides the tree, but trees are pretty, they've been done a lot. They're just kind of tricky. So what I realized is I had an idea quite a while ago to maybe do this as a VS Code extension. Prototypes. Because VS Code is very extensible, it also, like, because I have to, I was sort of making an editor, and you know, making something that you can actually use is kind of difficult. You know, just tabs and editing files and stuff like that. So this already does that. It has a hierarchy component that's used for all kinds of things, different kinds of extensions. And you can hook into other parts of it. You can create custom tab types. You know, it kind of makes it so I don't have to worry about the aesthetics. So it kind of helps break the problem down. And even though it's a totally different way of doing stuff, the fact that there's a lot that I don't have to do, and it's worth potentially, I still think it's an option to eventually fork code. Because I do think that there's value in a non-extension version of it. But then the question is, how do you know, share that? You can make it a Electron app, but I'm not super excited about another Electron app. I can do a Go web view if I can run something in the web, and there is a sort of a web-based version of this that Coder had put out. So in theory, if the extension works out, you know, I can decide later if I want to do the front end for a standalone thing totally different, or if I want to kind of just like take VS Code with my built-in extension and run it inside a new sort of a non-Electron container. And so that's one option, but I will only know that if I've worked with it enough. And I also think that there's that it's a little over engineered, but it's also pretty well engineered. So there's probably lessons to be learned working with it. Let me know how the audio is, because I'm a little thrown off using this different headphone. I feel like the music's really loud. So, what's the plan? Let's see, we're in prototypes. Let's do, let's call it VS Code extension, because I don't know. This is kind of like a proof of concept. I want to just get a feel for some of the things, and it's kind of like a research project. So things that I want to do, I want to look at obviously doing a tree view that has some of the context menus and interactions that I want. the inspector is kind of a big thing. It might end up being its own piece, because the inspector would basically be a kind of a web view thing. So it's basically, it would be a tab that just renders a web page, kind of like an iframe. And so in that case, the inspector can almost be, it has to be written in something. And so we come back to like, oh, do you use Go or React? But because this is for a single standalone component that may or may not be rewritten, doing the simplest thing might be best. So I was thinking maybe something like Vue or something with a little less dependencies than, maybe not even Vue. There might even be a simpler system to use, or no framework. We'll see. But there's also the possibility of making that a web component, which didn't make sense before, but maybe it makes sense. It's actually probably not necessary, but it's something to think about. So the inspector's complicated. Log output is something. Log output. But then there's also the interactive terminal. So there's a way to do output from plugins, but I don't know if the terminal system is robust enough. I might have to do like something for it to shell out into. I'm not sure. And then we have some stuff that would be nice for it to be aware of, like file changes. And so it's possible that there might be like, there is obviously going to be a Go daemon component, which is the server. And so I thought maybe watching files might make more sense there, but it actually might make more sense in the editor, especially if VSCode has events for that. Let's see, so doing the inspector. That's probably it. And so also this is an experiment in sort of like seeing what the dev workflow is like, because I have no idea. Is like running node start and it does something, or like how does it work? So we'll see. I'm gonna look at this sample project. There's a couple samples, but so we got some TypeScript stuff. So VS Code is all TypeScript, as you would imagine. Types VS Code, interesting. VS Code pre-publish, compile and watch. So it looks as if their dev pipeline might be to just watch the TypeScript files and just compile them, and then I guess, I don't know, we'll see what it takes to get them to actually we have some like metadata stuff for extensions in here. All right, that's kind of what I expected. Resources. Oh, interesting. The extension. Probably, yeah, an activate function. Extension context, interesting. Subscriptions. Query, quick pick. This is all stuff that's specific to whatever, or how much of that is. I see. So I'm getting an idea of what it's like to write an extension. Collect inputs. Partial. I imagine that's has something to do with as partial. It's almost like a wizard type of thing. That's what this is demoing. I don't even use a feature like that in VS Code, so I was just curious what it was. Okay. Okay, I think I've seen enough of that. This is handy. Let's see, your first extension. Should we just go through this? I guess that's what most people do. I'm afraid of a generator though. What is it gonna make? Generator scaffolds a project. Okay, it's gonna create a directory. So maybe I want to yo code. No. I don't understand yeoman. Yeoman. Yes, TypeScript. What's the name of it? Demo? Tractor? Sure, we'll call it tractor. Sure. Yarn, please. I'll just, Jesus, okay. I'll just, looks like it's already got one. Describe specific features. Okay, I don't think there's actually anything useful there. Alright, so then what? Then inside the editor, press F5. This will compile and run the extension in a new extension development host window. Really? Do I have to open that particular directory, or how does this work? Press F5. Did that do anything? Select an environment. Run your command from the command palette. Is it asking me what to run this extension in? I don't know, man. Wait, what is this? No, I don't like this. I'm gonna open that directory directly. This workspace has extension recommendations. Really? No. Alright, so F5, huh? Start debugging. Apparently that's what that button is. Extension host, development host. Oh, so this becomes my my editing tool. And then it has a separate window for. That's cool. Run hello world. Do I not get hello world? Oh, what's the command? What's the command palette? Shift Apple P. Congratulations, it's now active. Okay, that's interesting. Run reload window. Wait. Look at all this documentation. So that's when it's activated. Okay, that's when I was wondering. So it's activated the first time you use one of its extension points, I guess. And then run reload window. Hello, Twitch. Well, that's a nice workflow. Good for them. Debug it, that's kind of cool. All right. I guess what? Is this gonna stop it? Okay. So oh really? It stubbed out some test? I guess that's nice of them. Nice of them to get me started with a changelog too. Sure, maybe. Explore the API, run tests, go further. Okay, I don't need this. Alright, so we did that. I guess let's make a tree view. Tree view sample. Sure, so we're gonna make a new whatchamacallit. I don't know about calling it Package Explorer, but the name of it. How does this work? Alright, wonder what happens if that's not there. Package Explorer, we'll call this I don't know, fucking tracker. Hey, what's up? Is it not working on YouTube? Seems like it should be. I don't always check. Yeah, it's live. Oh, it's unlisted. I wonder if that was an old setting. I guess it's public now. Probably why it didn't show up for you, because it was just unlisted. Ah. I wonder if it's going to notify you now that I've made it public in the middle of the stream. Sure. Your chat is going to show up on Twitch though, so people won't know who I'm talking to if you talk to me on YouTube, but if that's what you prefer. Oh, cool. I guess it's nice to have that option. All right. Wait, isn't this telling me the same thing again? Hmm. Activation event. I don't know. When explore. Visibility. Providing a win. Alright, I don't need to get to those yet. Just give me some. If you like to perform some UI operations. Sure. Are those two different things? Oh, interesting. Twitch not allowed at work. That's a good case for streaming to the other ones. So how exactly does this work? Activation events. VSCode, still the jam. I don't know if it is, but I'm using it to prototype an interface, prototype a tool. Yeah, and I guess learn about these. All right, on view node dependency. So I don't know if that's gonna link. I don't know. Let's go see what happens. So let's follow view. Register tree data provider. Whew. Alright, there's a lot going on here, but it seems like there's a couple of different things. Really? That's what select all does, is it selects the entire page. For some reason it doesn't seem like it ever has done that before. Alright, so we'll get rid of all of those, I guess. Maybe we'll get rid of those for now. Actually, I'm curious about this JSON outline provider. Oh shit, File Explorer seems pretty good too. I don't know, maybe I just want to copy all this. I'll copy it. else? I'll add these fucking commands, whatever. And then I probably just need these different files, File Explorer. Okay, so this is basically all one thing. I think this is one tree thing. New file. Let's see, we want to do this one. So I don't think there's actually any dependencies between those files. These files are basically like separate modules that they're probably putting in here. What's this one called? JSON outline. JSON C parser. All right. So these do have at least some like library dependencies. These all seem like very different kinds of trees, so I'll probably learn a lot. What is it? JSON dependencies. File Explorer. It would be cool if it just like maybe did that or something, or give me a button to do it. What is this? Task watch? I didn't know we had a watch task thing. And rimraf, what the fuck is rimraf? Oh, did that install the... just the type definitions? Maybe I should have done the actual package. I'm just gonna delete these eventually anyway. Oh, fuck this. These headphones are not. So maybe that's everything. Oh, this is supposed to be node dependencies. All right, I have no idea what's gonna happen or if this is gonna work. Maybe I should check here or here. Use workspace folders. How? What is that? A list of workspace folders. Is there something wrong with this? Object is possibly undefined. I mean, it's not. I mean, that's your deal, VSCode. If that's defined or not. What is its problem? Is it workspace that might be undefined? Dude, why is it being so picky? Undefined when no folder is open. Possibly undefined. Well, shit. Fuck. Shouldn't that do it? Because it's gonna say if that's undefined, do this, and so it can do this. What are you complaining about? Wait, really? So, where are the fucking docs for this? Because this is not enough. This is useless. What kind of system doesn't like link you to the, it like shows you a little bit of the docs, but then doesn't show you how to get the rest of the docs? Like if you're gonna integrate, fucking integrate. Folder, whatever the fuck. This is not what I want. Just give me the fucking API, Jesus fucking Christ. URI? All right. I'm having to update this like old example code. What is this, not a string? Path. Why am I like blown away by this like common thing? Yes, sometimes it can be undefined, but your fucking TypeScript thing is just so fucking strict. Although in some ways it's not. Are these errors or what? They're errors. Dude. Just like, shut the fuck up. Oh, now the only thing I've changed is the weird thing. URI doesn't exist? Oh, I need the first one. Okay. You have no other problems? Let's try it. Package Explorer. Oh. Stop. Let's see here. Let's see here. Package Explorer. Right? Oh, should I add the others though? I probably want to do that. Activation events. Contributes, activity bar. Oh, that's weird. Alright, these are just other thingies. Is there a problem or unused expression? Oh God. All right, so then I'm not seeing like a new thing on the side. Oh, wait, are these new? Oh, so this is Explorer. File Explorer. Okay. What? It's probably doing some other setup stuff. Let's see here. Finder. Oh, I guess, okay. So, what was the problem? Interesting. Doesn't that mean that I need to do some like activation when there is a workspace folder? Because it seems silly that you would activate and only at that time, you know? Like, what the fuck? All right, let me understand this. Looking at a couple of things. File Explorer. Actually, the whole extension failed. I guess. Let's get workspace folder. Okay. Oops. Maybe that's better. Filter of undefined. Where is this output? Some other shit that their API, their samples are not up to date. Why even have these samples? So no chance in debugging this. I just get to like deal with that error and guess where it might be. Not out. Well, I guess. Let's try that. Cool, it does nothing. No error. And then if I open something? I don't know, sure, like No views registered with ID, no dependencies. Okay, interesting. So this is more or less recreating this. I hate open editors. Is there some way? Oh, I can. And I don't really need to see an outline either. All right, so we got the file explorer to work. Said something about no dependencies not being registered. Is this something in here that I need to do? You know, I'll just copy what they had. Package Explorer. Wait. Activity bar, Package Explorer. Tractor Explorer. Views. All right, we'll try that. Oh, cool. Didn't remember anything. Oh, I see. My icon is not there. Let's get their icon, I guess. Isn't there a way to like download a zip of this directory? Or something? I'm thinking of cooler tools. Alright, I guess I'll download these two files. Cool. This is ridiculous. How do I... Fucking hate open editors. And I hate tabs. I just always want to pick the file. Tab. Okay. Oh shit, the music. This is not... Oh, SimCity 3000? Can do that. right. I see. So it's doing a check on the file system to see if there's package.json. It can't show any dependencies. If there's no dependencies to look up. Alright. What is the other? This JSON outline thing is interesting. How is that used? Has more than that. They can't keep their own. I mean, how is it? I mean, come on. Fucking Microsoft, if they really want, like, why can't they keep their samples up to date? Do they really care about open source? Alright, this doesn't even talk about this example. Let's see. Data provider. Extension OpenJSON selection. What the fuck does that mean? I'm really curious what this even looks like. I just want to use it. Where does it even... When JSON outline enabled. So how do you... I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't know how to enable something. JSON outline. Oh. Let's see, do I have some JSON? Oh, I do. Ooh. Remember this game? Okay, so a bunch of examples of tree views and like this thing. Let's put this file explorer under here. Right, JSON outline is interesting. But so tractor explorer. Let's do file explorer. We'll base it on file explorer. I'll just get rid of those for now. No view is registered. Oh, because I'm trying to register them in activation. I guess we'll just do this. That's strange. All right, so now that this is kind of working, okay, we don't have any context menus or anything. Terraform syntax and highlighting in VSCode. Yeah, isn't that nice? So we got context menus and we have these things. Let's see, do I have that in this one? No. Just a top level. Can you do something weird? No. You know, to start, the inspector could be part of this bar, but let's see how I could get that. First, I want that little upper menu thing here. So let's figure that out. View actions. You can contribute actions at the following locations. Oh. Menus. Primary inline actions use group navigation. Primary. What do you think that is? And the rest are secondary actions. Secondary actions, which are in ... Okay. So I'll add these even though View item. Dependency. Equals dependency. I wonder where that comes from. Oh, I guess I'll just add all this shit. Okay, so the menus link to commands. That's kind of nice. No dependencies though. Let's see how is this mapped? So that's File Explorer. So we want to say File Explorer. Cool. We've got some more resources to worry about. Why they're resources and not media. God damn it. God. 3D sample. Does that do what I would expect? Because I expect it to work. But instead it's doing nothing. Oh, that worked? What happened? I didn't do anything. It did something stupid. All right. All that just for that. Is this one of project regarding Golang WASM? I don't quite know what you're talking about. I think this is so I can prototype the interface in VSCode instead of deciding on a front-end system, because VSCode is the front-end system. Okay, these might... I'm guessing they won't work, actually. Oh, wait. That's these. I see, I see. Type equals... It's interesting that that these registered data providers, but this one didn't. Wonder what that's about. So I'll just name these so I can find them, and they'll probably just not work. And again, I'll just... Maybe that works. I don't really know what's going on with this, but... Oh, that's dependency. Maybe you have to register a data tree provider when you have your own types involved. I don't know. We haven't looked at how this is set up yet. I'll just say any for now. Okay, so we got refreshed, and we've got add. I'm guessing these don't show up because they are... They are what? View item equals dependency. What the fuck is view item? If you want to show an action for specific items, you can do it by defining context of a tree item. Using tree item context value. So context value is dependency, I'm guessing. I bet if we look that up in here, we'll find dependency. Yep. Let's see. We don't define that in here. File system provider. Oh, it's okay. So a data tree provider, tree item, context value. functions. Ah, it is set in here. I didn't even notice that. All right, we've got edit. What else are we supposed to have? Edit and delete. One of them is inline. Oh, so it's like a right-click thing. All right. So what about moving things? What if I were to move this? No drag and drop, huh? And that's kind of a big deal. This one obviously supports it. Extension writer should register a data tree provider. If you would like to perform UI operations programmatically, you can create. So is this it? This is all the documentation. Secondary actions. Oh, I see these. Almost look like buttons, but I can see that they're either menus. They're basically menus. So you know, drag and drop. That would be cool. Can't imagine no dependencies has it. In fact, maybe FTP? Okay, content. I don't see anything about moving, so I doubt there's like drag and drop. Rename, refresh. Parse tree. Also no moving. Let's see. was that? Test view. Oh, weird. It's like a really cheap tree view implementation. Anyway. So, VSCode tree view, drag and drop. Oh, is this not something we can do yet? Just add weight to this. File ordering is critical. Awesome feature, helpful feature, awesome, +1. We need to wait for the VS Code team to implement this. I guess I'm gonna watch this. I mean, this kind of, I guess it does. In the meantime, I can do like a move to and something like this. Alright, let me read this now. So we make a class, I think File Explorer, an extension context, file system provider, which is both a file system provider and a data provider, conveniently. File Explorer, open resource, open file. Okay, so that's how that works. I was wondering how is opening files, opening tabs. Let's see, tree item. Okay, so it sets that as the open file. Interesting, interesting. All right, so I'll come back to this. I think drilling deeper, we would do we need to be able to move. really the main thing. I think we have everything else that we would want. Right, menus and stuff. Menus, yeah. So I think I figured out file changes because I believe File Explorer is it doing a watch, or maybe I'm thinking of, okay, file system provider, watch. I guess I'm curious. What calls watch when? Let's see, file system provider. Editor will call this function for files and folders. I don't know what triggers that when that happens in the life cycle, but anyway, it looks like that's just a node thing, right? That's a node thing. Okay, yeah, that's this API. Let's see, we have 10 minutes. I guess I won't choose new music. I actually really like SimCity 3000. I'm trying to remember though what some of this, when some of this music was. Let's see, why don't we get this? No. Log output's easy, that's just a function call. I wonder what samples they have for web views. Oh, this is that example. Creating a event view, dynamically updating it. So can you only do tree views here? I think is maybe the idea. view container. Where do I read more about this? Custom views, huh? Contribute to the following view containers. Explorer view. Custom view containers. Should create a tree view. Orders to our data provider. So are the only views that you can have in here are tree views? Guess. I guess that's it. Oh, do web views count as a view? That would be... So the command is run, we activate. There's a command. Creates a panel. Alright, I get all this, but what are the options here? I'm glad I can click on things that seem like I should be able to click on them. Type of web view. Type of web view. Ah, so it's like an like your own type name. Title of it. Where to show in the editor if preserve focus. I remember this track. find widget. Nail scripts, port mapping, okay. Alright, well, that is maybe what we'll do next time. We'll do a web view for the inspector. And we need some kind of like on start event. Like, I don't know what to register. I guess, you know, activation. So we need to figure out how we can activate it, I guess. Activation events. Is emitted when interesting. When is activation event is emitted and interested extensions will be activated. On command. Ooh, perfect. And the folder contains at least one. This activation event is emitted and interested extensions will be activated whenever a file or folder from a specified scheme is read. This is usually the file scheme. I wonder if you implement a custom file system, you can actually use the regular Explorer on it. It seems like whenever a view of the specified ID is expanded. Start it. Okay, it's 1. I gotta eat lunch. I'm gonna be streaming later. Actually, in an hour. Oh, you can do it. There we go. I guess I'm gonna work on QTalk in an hour. Unless y'all convince me to keep working on this, but I think I want to change it up. So thanks for hanging out. I'll be back in an hour. So I'll be back later. See you in a bit.